Once upon a time, in the quaint town of Hearthsville, there stood a small bookstore named Whimsical Pages. It was a haven for book lovers, known for its creaky wooden floors, shelves stacked with stories, and a warm fireplace that crackled in the corner. The owner, Mr. Winston, was a kind and gentle soul who had a special talent for recommending the perfect book for anyone who walked through his door. One chilly autumn evening, a young woman named Emily ventured into Whimsical Pages. The air outside was crisp, and the golden leaves crunched beneath her boots as she pushed open the creaky door. A small bell chimed above her, announcing her arrival. Mr. Winston looked up from his book, his eyes twinkling with curiosity. "Good evening, my dear. What brings you to Whimsical Pages today?" Emily smiled, feeling an instant connection with the cozy atmosphere. "I'm looking for something magical, something that will transport me to another world." Mr. Winston nodded knowingly, his fingers tracing the spines of the books on the shelves. "Ah, you're in luck. I have just the thing." He reached for a dusty tome, its cover adorned with a whimsical illustration of a faraway land. "This is the Cozy Chronicles," he explained. "It's a collection of stories set in a magical town much like our own. But there's something extraordinary about Hearthsville, the town where the characters live. It's a place where every season feels like a warm embrace, where friendships blossom and magic weaves through everyday life." Intrigued, Emily took the book and settled into a worn leather armchair by the fireplace. As she delved into the first story, she found herself transported to the enchanting world of Hearthsville. Each page unfolded a new adventure, introducing her to characters like Oliver, the whimsical baker who could turn ordinary ingredients into extraordinary delights, and Eleanor, a wise old woman who seemed to know the secrets of the universe. As Emily immersed herself in the Cozy Chronicles, she discovered that the stories were not just words on paper. They were an invitation to experience the magic of Hearthsville herself. The more she read, the more she felt like a part of the tight-knit community, sharing laughter around bonfires, attending whimsical and finding comfort in the embrace of the seasons. Outside the bookstore, the autumn winds howled, but within its walls, the warmth of the fireplace and the tales of Hearthsville created a cocoon of comfort. Emily lost track of time, losing herself in the pages of the Cozy Chronicles. Days turned into nights, and Emily found herself coming back to Whimsical Pages again and again. Mr. Winston, delighted by her enthusiasm, shared stories of his own experiences in Hearthsville. It seemed as if the magic of the town had spilled over into the real world, and the once quiet bookstore now buzzed with the energy of shared tales and shared dreams. One chilly afternoon, as Emily sat by the fireplace, engrossed in the final chapters of the Cozy Chronicles, she felt a gentle tap on her shoulder. Startled, she looked up to see a group of familiar faces, the characters from the book, now standing before her. Oliver, the baker, held a tray of his famous pastries, and Eleanor, the wise woman, offered a knowing smile. The townspeople of Hearthsville had stepped out of the pages and into the real world, bringing with them the magic that had captured Emily's heart. "Welcome to Hearthsville, dear Emily," Oliver exclaimed. "We heard you've been enjoying our stories, and we thought it was time to invite you to experience the real magic of our town." Overwhelmed with joy, Emily joined the characters in a magical journey through the streets of Hearthsville. She danced in the light of the full moon, tasted Oliver's enchanted pastries, and listened to Eleanor's wisdom under the canopy of twinkling stars. As the night unfolded, Emily realized that the Cozy Chronicles were not just tales to be read. They were an invitation to embrace the magic of connection, community, and the warmth that lies within the pages of a good story. The next morning, Emily awoke in her own bed, wondering if it had all been a dream. But as she reached for the Cozy Chronicles on her nightstand, she found a small golden leaf tucked between its pages. A reminder that sometimes the most magical adventures can begin with a simple visit to a cozy bookstore in a quaint town. And so, Emily continued to visit Whimsical Pages, sharing her love for the Cozy Chronicles with others who sought a bit of magic in their lives. The bookstore, once a quiet refuge, became a bustling hub of warmth and connection, where stories came to life and the spirit of Hearthsville lived on in the hearts of those who believed in the magic of a good book and the power of community.